Hello everyone, this is Ashmita. In today's video, we are solving the IIT JAM Geology paper of 2024, and here we are going to solve around 5 to 6 questions. The very first question says, in a sequence of undeformed sedimentary rocks, younger rocks overlie the older rocks. This conforms to the principle of what? Let's discuss these options one by one, starting with the superposition. Superposition, this option correctly describes the principle which is described in the question above. It states that in an undisturbed sequence of sedimentary rocks, each layer is younger than the other one beneath it and is older than the one above it. Okay, so that's what superposition is all about. Next is uniformitarianism. Now, uniformitarianism is the principle that geological processes observed in the present are the same as those that operated in the past. Now, it doesn't directly relate to the order of sedimentary rock layers. Okay. Next is faunal succession. Now, in faunal succession, it's the principle that states that fossil organisms succeed one another in a definite and determinable order. Okay. While this principle can help in relative dating of rocks, it doesn't specifically address the order of sedimentary rock layers as described in the question above. Okay. Next is original horizontality. Now, under original horizontality, it's the principle that sedimentary rocks are originally deposited in the horizontal layers. Now, while this principle is related to the formation of the sedimentary rocks, it doesn't specifically address the order of layers from the youngest to the oldest. So, based on the discussions that we have just made, the correct principle that describes the order of the sedimentary rock layers is superposition. Okay, so we are going with option A. Next question. Drop stones are found where? Okay. We are given 4 options. Drop stones are found in which place? Now, your correct answer would be Talchir Formation. There you get the drop stones. But of course, we are going to discuss all these options, starting with the Barakar Formation. Barakar Formation is also a part of the Gondwana supergroup in India. Okay, and this is known for its fluvial and deltaic deposits and does not contain drop stones. Okay. Now, coming to the Talchir Formation underlying the Barakar Formation is known for its glacial origin and contains the drop stones, which are large clasts of out-of-place rock which is deposited by the ice belch. Coming to the Raniganj Formation, this formation overlying the Barakar Formation is also of fluvial origin and lacks the drop stones. Next is Bijori Formation. This formation, belonging to a different geological period than the others, is of the fluvial origin and does not contain the drop stones. Okay, so we are done discussing with this. Let's move over to the next question. It says the sedimentary structure formed by the unidirectional current is what? Okay, your correct answer would be trough cross bedding. Now, trough cross bedding is formed by the migration of sand dunes or ripples in one direction, indicating the direction of the current flow. So, it is typically associated with environments like river channels or beach environments where unidirectional currents are prevalent. Coming to the next option, oscillation ripple. Now, oscillation ripples are symmetric ripples which are formed in the environments where bidirectional currents such as tidal flats or shallow marine environments where water currents especially frequently change their direction. Those are the oscillation ripples. Next is concretion. Now, concretions are rounded masses of mineral matter within the sedimentary rocks which are formed by the precipitation of mineral cement around the nucleus. Now, they are not directly related to current direction. Okay. Next is concretion. Now, concretions are rounded masses of mineral matter within the sedimentary rocks, which are formed by the precipitation of mineral cement around a nucleus. Now, they are not directly related to current direction. Okay. Next is hummocky cross stratification. In hummocky cross stratification, what happens? It is actually formed by the action of storm waves or turbulent currents in marine environments. Now, it typically lacks a consistent directional orientation and is not strictly indicative of unidirectional currents. Okay. Now, based on the discussions that we have just made, we can go with trough cross bedding as the correct option. Okay. Now, I have already discussed what is trough cross bedding, but once again, why I chose this one as the correct answer is because in trough cross bedding, it's actually formed by the migration of sediment in one direction under the influence of the unidirectional currents. And this structure is commonly observed in environments such as rivers, channels, deltas, or beach settings where water flow consistently moves in one direction, leading to the deposition of sediment in inclined layers known as cross beds. Therefore, we can go with trough cross bedding. Okay. Moving over to the next question, which of the following is the precursor of petroleum? Precursor of petroleum would be kerogen. Okay, kerogen. Now, kerogen is an organic rich sedimentary rock that forms from the buried remains of dead organisms like plants and marine algae. Over millions of years, these organic materials they undergo physical and chemical changes under the pressure and temperature conditions, transforming into complex molecules like hydrocarbons. Okay, and these hydrocarbons they are the primary components of petroleum. Okay, that is why kerogen would be the correct answer. What about the other options that I haven't chosen? Sporinite, clarine, and vitrine. These are belonging to the mackerel groups within the kerogen itself. Okay. So each mackerel group represents a specific type of organic matter based on its origin and composition. Yeah, starting with sporinite. Sporinite is formed from spores and pollens. Then clarine. Clarine is formed from the woody tissues. If I talk about vitrine, vitrine is formed from colified plant tissues. Okay. So yeah, we have already chosen kerogen as the correct answer. So yeah, that's it. See, while these mackerel groups, the options that I haven't chosen, while these mackerel groups contribute to the formation of kerogen, they are not the precursor themselves. And here, kerogen is the organic material that undergoes the transformation process to yield the petroleum. Okay, next question. Which of the following is an amorphous variety of SiO2? See, over here, let's discuss about these quartz, citrine, and agate and opal. Um, okay, let's talk about quartz, citrine, and agate. Okay, now these three they are all the crystalline varieties of SiO2, and this means that their atoms are arranged in a regular repeating pattern forming a crystal structure. Okay, and coming to opal, opal on the other hand is an amorphous variety of SiO2. Okay, and this means its atoms lack a definite ordered arrangement and instead form a random glass-like structure. Okay, so quartz over here is in its crystalline form, and yeah, let's start with quartz. And it's the most common mineral on earth with well-defined hexagonal crystal structure. Coming to citrine, citrine is also in its crystalline form. It's yellow or orange variety of quartz. Next is agate. Agate is also in its crystalline form, and it's the banded variety of chalcedony, which is a microcrystalline form of quartz. Next is opal. Opal is not in its crystalline form, rather I have already written it down. It's an amorphous state, and it's lacking a definite crystalline structure, which is often described as the glass-like with internal water content. Okay, so we are going to keep this video till here today. If you want to solve questions like this with me for any kind of entrance exams or any kind of government job exam preparation you are doing, then you can join our classes for that. All the all the details are given in the description box just below this video. You will get it. Thank you for being with me till the end. If you have any further queries, to post down below in the comment box.